To set it up, no. I will have you make a perception check for the aiming of it.
You will have a perception check.
Can I assist him?
Do you realize he's working on setting it up?
Yeah. It's the beginnings of things, and he's watching very closely.
All right, I'm gonna give you a +5 for the assistant.
Can I
You
watch?
are, of course, you can watch. You're standing by watching him fiddle with the crossbow. Bobby actually pulls out a string with a rock tied to it as a very rudimentary plumb line, and hangs it off the bottom of the crossbow as he puts the notched stand with the forking legs. And after a few linings of it up and grabbing a stick and holding it up to compare his eyeball lining it up, he feels pretty confident that it is aiming towards the fort and it's going to take out a pretty good line of cannons, or it's gonna be capable of really blazing it up,
Okay.
especially around the defensive mech.
All right. I am going to. Where's the thing? How far is it from the tree line to 60 feet from the fort?
That would be 380 feet for the closest corner of the star fort that you're looking at.
380. How many rounds would it take me to traverse that? A few. Okay, so I'm going to use Expeditious Retreat and Invisibility.
I want a perception check from you too, because you know the rotation timing of the guards, but this is you in the moment with the adrenaline pumping, just trying to time it.
Oh no, my perception is bad. Can I take 20 on it?
Uh, you could, but I'm still gonna need a perception check as you're approaching the wall to make sure your timing is good.
Fuck.
It's just gonna need to be a don't fuck it up sort of thing.
Well,
That's what he gets for not relying on his team.
Yeah, I've got a +5 for my telescope, so.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck
take-
yeah. Natural 20.
Oh, well.
Hooray.
So
Yeah.
by
Look at
scouting it
you,
out
stood right
beforehand,
up.
I mean, let's take just a moment to step back here. So
Yeah.
you guys came to the people that are being assaulted by this. You asked for the information they had. They provided it. Then you went and scouted yourself. You got a really good view. You sent them a letter trying to get the details of what they actually have as fodder in that fort. You got a letter stating everything that they have as fodder in that fort. And then you captured one of their people, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, this is what's going on in the fort, to my knowledge. As far as I'm concerned, you guys prepared to the nines for this shit. Why wouldn't it work?
Well, still invisible. Cast resize object on the smoke bomb.
That's quite big. Impressive.
And I immediately fire the crossbow.
When the pimp's in the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for me. A ranged attack roll.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Great. And it actually looks quite comical because with the fuse dangling off to one side, it's not flying perfectly straight, but it is sort of spiraling lazily above the fort as it then drops down inside the central wall. Whatever Barnum did to it seems to be really effective because instead of it just being one solitary smoke column going up, it goes up for about 150, 200 feet before it starts falling back down and hugging the ground. And it's spreading out over the entirety of the fort very effectively.
Literally putting a torch in the flash pan.
Okay, so it goes off immediately.
Boom happens.
And there is a massive boom. Some of the nearest trees are actually ripped free of their foliage, even when they're not in front of the cannon, from the massive shockwave that comes off of that.
Do I need to do a forward or a reflex or something to not get knocked on my fucking ass by that?
No, you told me you were standing on the side. The cannon's going to rock backwards.
Just from the blast.
Yeah.
Is he no longer invisible?
Yeah,
He's
I
no
should be
longer
invisible
invisible.
now.
You almost get stuck at one point, but Cole gets a running start and actually runs into your backside and pops you through like Winnie the Pooh.
Uh-oh. Womp. Thank you.
You're now inside the tunnel. He protect, he attack, but mostly the butt he smack.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
the thing.
I
Most of
just
us have been
noticed-
buying
I just noticed something.
shit he actually has.
Mhm.
I
What?
paid Hector and
Yes.
rammed Hector in the back.
Oh no. Yes, you did.
Is Hector a prostitute?
Bone shaker them.
It's
fair.
not my turn yet. I would love to bone shaker them,
Mhm.
but I can't.
He's fun.
Boop. I am
The
just
dead
gonna.
man cannot go.
I am just gonna play it safe and do the normal bone shaker. That's 22 damage.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
So he violently begins vibrating in a T pose, lifted off the ground just a few inches, as his flesh almost seems to liquefy in terms of how it's vibrating with his moving, and blood begins running out his nose, and his eyes roll back, and then he collapses.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up.
Hilarious.